is gonna live. Janae, you dodged such a bullet, girl. And guys, I can't quit Aaron. I love him. Welcome to Showmance, the only show on the internet doing deep dives on shows with no depth.
Shows as shallow as Kendall's Rolodex of restaurants had to be to choose the f***ing Saddle Ranch for his birthday party. Are people still going to the Saddle Ranch?
I drive past it every night on the way
still
here.
Rocking the night away over at the Saddle?
Here's how I feel about the Saddle Ranch, because I think in LA, so many things have such a quick turnover. Like you see old pictures of LA and you're like, why isn't Ciro's still here? Where did the Brown Derby have to go? Like, why did it have to go away? So I'm not mad at institutions and things staying there, but like, can we revamp it a little bit?
Oh yeah, and the food's horrible.
Horrible.
Yeah, so like,
let's get a new chef in there.
And it's all like fried food. How hard is it? Like, I shouldn't be leaving and going, these French fries are horrible.
Yeah,
like just make a good French fry and some good chicken strips. I don't think people are expecting you to make a filet mignon.
No,
but
no, we are not.
Yeah.
Okay, if you guys didn't watch our other show, we are covering the end of the Valley. And we were just saying that our guy, Mike over here, he works on America's Got Talent. They are having an insane schedule right now in the lead up to their live shows. So Mark is on no legs. Not one, he's on none. We joke he's Weekend at Bernie's right now, and we're just happy that he's here. So we're just getting straight into it because...
It's 2 a.m. and we won't be able to do comments tonight because Mike hasn't slept in 72 hours.
And, you know, if you stay up too long, you can kill someone and get away with it. So I'll be leaving. I'll take the knives.
Is that true?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So we start off with Kenny, Janae, Leah, and Miguel at the dog park. My problem with this show is that too many of the scenes are like what we always call sheet scenes. We know they're there because that's where production said to show up.
Yeah.
And I'm not invested in it. I don't care. There's no there.
No.
This whole show is that.
Yeah. We were talking a little.
It's impossible not to be. They don't live here. They literally are in apartments that production got them. Like this whole show is, I like it. I would like to see it keep going, but only because I like the people. But like this whole show only came about because this cast blew up so much.
100%.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
Yeah.
There's no season 5 Beyond the Villa. There's no season 7 Beyond the Villa or 4 or UK or nothing. There's nothing. There's none of them.
There could be a season 7 Beyond the Villa.
There won't be.
Okay.
Those people like because they're not the same. Like they're not that cast. They're not season 6. Like this is. I don't know. I haven't watched all the TV shows, but this could be the greatest casting of all time for a single season of a TV show.
Oh, okay, I was like better than Jersey Shore.
Oh no.
Pretty.
Oh
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Get out. We're doing the show with 2 people.
Finally.
Fuck off.
There are scenes they're in this episode where it's like I am such a fucking, I refuse to say hopeless romantic. I am a hopeful romantic. And I love these scenes between Alan.
Leah.
It's really late, guys. Kaylor and Aaron. Yeah. I do also really love seeing Miguel and Leah together and Serena and Cordell. And I know Cordell's so busy with his shooting schedule, but I wish that he could be on the show more because I just think I just love how they are with each other. And I feel like it's so great to see healthy couples. Like someone had said, it was Harris in our comments. He was like, I watched a video of Miguel building shelving units or whatever in Leah's closet, and that's when I knew it was true love. And I'm like, that's what I mean, like seeing a good, healthy.
He watched a video. I'm only correcting you because it was even more romantic for the hopeful romantic. He watched a video of Leah showing everyone her closets, and Miguel built them all. Like it wasn't a look at my closets, Miguel built.
Yes.
It was here's my closets and how they're organized, and here's what it was like a watch me closet type video if that's a thing. And he was like, and fucking Miguel built all that shit for her.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. She's the builder in our family.
Yeah.
I write songs and shit.
This.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like I would like to see him a little bit more, and I like seeing them. The next one I was mildly interested in because Kaylor and Aaron have an interesting story going on right now. It's when we get to them playing paddle tennis, which what the fuck is paddle tennis? Isn't that pickleball?
I hadn't heard of that.
Is this a new thing? Do we need a new thing?
I was just wondering, is pickleball like, you can't say, like, is it a copyright? Is it a trademark.
No,
You
I
know,
think
like
this is a
what?
thing.
Like what's paddle tennis?
I think they were playing pickleball.
You think it was just pickleball, but like they don't know that it's called pickleball, or they're not allowed to say.
No,
it
the place was called paddle tennis.
That's okay.
Paddle tennis versus pickleball. Court size. Paddle tennis and pickleball are both racket sports, but they have distinct differences in court size, equipment, and gameplay. Paddle tennis is played on a smaller court than tennis, but larger than pickleball.
Okay.
So there's things like that. Okay, great. So it's a different thing. I didn't think we needed this. Fine. But here we are. We find ourselves in a pickleball thing. I have my notes like that are asking Mike about this because as I'm watching Kaylor and Aaron talk, I just feel like he still likes her, even though he is pushing her away. I need the guy to tell me. That's you.
I'm sure he does like her. She's likable. She's funny. But it's hard to tell because he's a liar. Like Aaron is a liar. So like I like Aaron because I'm a dude and I'm not trying to fuck him or get him to fuck me or be in a relationship with me. So he's not going to lie to me about stuff that I care. You know what I mean? But I look at him now and I'm like,
You still think he's a liar?
What do you mean? I still think we all think that he lied. He lied multiple times.
I know, but I think he's turning over a new leaf.
Okay, cool. Enough to be like, oh, I'm gonna not like he lied multiple times. So you're like in the last episode, you're like, oh, if you cheat one time, whatever, that's like we could get past that.
Yeah.
Two, 3, 4 times, like we got a problem.
I told you I can't quit him.
Okay, fine. You're gonna get lied to. And I don't want to hear about it when it happens. Like, so I like Aaron. I fucking have loved these two from day one of season 6 when we like, I love them together. I said it last week. They are the epitome of someone is needy until their needs are met. Like they're almost perfect. But he fucked it up. He fucked it up so bad that I'm like, I don't know, man. Too bad that you like her. I don't know if it's no coming back, but there's never going to be a day where I'm not like thinking about it.
Like you're saying, if in time, like maybe he could grow.
For them, sure. She's dumb enough to fucking forget about it. She has multiple times. Like she doesn't seem to care that he's a liar. Like there's clearly something there. For me though, I watch them now and I can't it's hard for me to get suckered and fooled into their love story because he lied too many times. Like he lied too many times for me to believe it and be like, oh, so even if it was me, if I was Kaylor, even if I did forgive him, even if Mike Connor is like, yeah, no, he did this one, like, oh, they were on a show 30 years ago and he lied 72 times, but he hasn't done it since. And they've been together ever. Like, cool. There's always, he did it too many times where I'm not going to always have a little something. I may get to a point, and but like, there will come a time 30 years from now, I'll be like, he hasn't done shit. He done no crazy shit in 30 years. Like, but there's always
like
going to be a
You're a real grudge holder.
Like, would you date Sandoval and not be like...
No, but Schwartz, like if I don't want to date Schwartz, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that like...
If you dated Schwartz in the back of your head, if he was like, hey, I'm going to go out with the boys tonight, you might be like, okay, have a good time, sweetie boo, see you later. And you might, about an hour, be like, oh, is he going to kiss a girl tonight?
How about this? I would never date someone if I thought that I couldn't trust them. So whether they had a history that I thought maybe they got over and did work on themselves, I allow people the ability to change. You date.
It's super sweet. If you were dating Tom Schwartz.
I stand by what I said last week about that he's done all this work on himself, like all of that. I think he's done so much reflection, and outside of America, in not just like in the UK, but like in the deep country with the sheep and the brother and the woods and whatever. I half joked about this, but not really half joke, less joke, more truth. I think he's got a little question mark over his sexuality. And I'm not saying he's gay, but I think that he is probably bisexual. I think Aaron is bisexual.
You said that kind of last week because you were like, you think he had a crush on Rob.
I think he had a crush on Rob, but then you can kind of laugh that off because it's like, well, who doesn't have a crush on Rob? Like everybody knows that Rob is just like a special kind of human, you know? Like as much as I didn't like him on the season, I then just like deep dived his TikToks and like realized he's not the person like his real life. And you were like, oh, his TikTok life, you mean? But still, I think it's more of his real life is his TikTok life, like with his reptile hunting and whatnot.
100%. But I also think after seeing his TikTok life and then going back and thinking about seasons, I'm like, oh, that was you. Because he was also like, the only time he was happy was when he was running off, chasing a bug and being like, check out this fucking bug and freaking people out and being like, this bug is it. Like, you know, probably hiding in the pool. He stopped crying probably because there's fucking spiders and shit under there.
He was kind of an egomaniac on the season. He was kind of like a very self-important and very like, oh, I don't deal with this kind of girl, or I can't like. It was just like, I don't know, just like not the way that I see.
To me, he seemed very like reclusive and lonery.
Oh, I thought he seemed judgy and like he was like the hottest guy
like
there.
Pretty boys.
Yeah, I don't really. Anyhow, I'm getting this vibe that Aaron is thinking about so many things, and it's not just limited to what happened between him and Kaylor. I think that it's, why did I do this? Who else was I there with? What was my experience there? I do think that he had something for Rob. Like I just do. And I think that it's not, I think that the reason that he is maybe able to keep such control over like, I'm not going to kiss Kaylor or I'm not going to like get involved with her too quickly or whatever, is not so much out of like having self-control. I think like if something is not really tempting you too hard, it's kind of easy to hold to the standards and the rules. You know, it's like if you got a piece of chocolate cake, but you know it's a shitty piece of chocolate cake that your aunt, who's a horrible cook, made. You're not like dreaming about it in the middle. You might still get stoned and eat it, you know, but like it's just like not a. There's something else tugging at Aaron. That's that, and maybe it's not bisexuality, but there's something else that we don't know about that is not like. Do you feel that? Like, do you feel like a weight on him that's like maybe not so Kaylor specific as like that's what it looks like on the because that's what's on the screen, but I think there's more here.
Yeah, I think I feel that weight or whatever, however you want to describe it. I don't know if it's that because I think it was in the third or fourth episode. He was in his apartment with his brother and they were having a conversation. They were making dinner. I think they were making lasagna or something. But I would have to go back and watch it again to like just verbatim be like, oh no, his brother said this, he said that, his brother said that. Because I saw it and I was like, oh, you're talking about like fooling around with dudes or like you have or you
I didn't even see that
like
part.
It was. And it wasn't it wasn't like without saying it, I was like, wait, did you guys just have a brotherly conversation where you only say 5 words, but you both know exactly what you're talking about that time you banged that dude? Like,
yeah,
because that's what it seemed like. And neither of them seemed bashful about it. I'm not saying they should be, but it didn't seem like a secret or like oh, only my brother knows, my best mate. Only, you know, it's like, yeah, that time you fucked that dude. And so like I don't think he cares enough to be like, oh, I'm gonna talk about it. I don't think he cares enough to be like, oh, I'm ashamed and I'm gonna keep it a secret.
Yeah.
So if he is, that's what I was saying. Like I was like, oh, I think he's fine. And you're like, oh, he's bisexual. I'm like, if there's a term that's like you're fucking straight, whatever, you're totally gay, you're totally straight, bisexual. If you like chicks, but you'll fuck a dude, what's that? Or if you like chicks or you like dudes, but you know what I mean?
Like, I feel like isn't that like fluid?
No, I think that's
Okay, then I got nothing.
that's whatever. That's
I think
people who
that
like
might
to
be.
party.
I think that might be fluid. I think that I think that's the closest.
Or how about this? That feels like it's the closest thing.
Yeah.
But it's so funny. Now I gotta watch, remembering that this is what you guys are clocking, because I'm not clocking that at all. And maybe that's just
Oh
because
my God! You know who else clocked it?
Christina.
Yeah, she did a short on it. She sent it to me after she watched our episode. I just found it in my DMs, and I was like, "Oh my God!" She was like, "Something I saw and cannot unsee," and like just did a clip.
Actually,
Yeah. No, it was just like a moment between him and Rob where you kind of just see him looking at him. And there's a handful of them, but she got one of them. But the one that she got, I have to say, like, I think that there's other ones that are even more so, because this one seems like you could just blow it off as like.
Do you remember? Not to interrupt, but do you remember on Southern Hospitality last season the big storyline between TJ and what's his name? Maddie's boyfriend? There was like a big storyline. Did you ever watch Southern Hospitality? So there's Southern Hospitality.
Oh, yeah,
show,
yeah.
But there's two boys on that show. There's a bartender who's gay, and then there's a dude who dates a girl,
Yeah.
and was like not gay. But then there was this weird thing, like something happened. They were best friends, these two dudes, and then something happened. We're like, oh, what happened? What happened? And then you finally find out towards the end of the season that like maybe they got a little drunk, and maybe homeboy fucking reached around during they slept in the same bed one night, and maybe they like fooled around a little. Nothing serious, but maybe a little handy in a makeout sesh. And then
Did we land on that though? Like it.
Yeah, he said like I don't know if it was full blown, but I think
They both agreed that they fooled around.
Yeah, the straight dude finally was like, well, yeah, we did, because like
I think that he said that they were asleep in bed, and that because like they were friends for a long time, and that he put his arm on him and like, or like maybe
I think he grabbed
the
him
straight guy
instead.
just like cuddled up to him in bed, but he was like, I was asleep, like I didn't like, but because that was the extent of it. There was nothing else that they talked about.
He said he grabbed him. Whatever.
Like I think he said he thought like he
Doesn't
was just
matter.
asleep and like put his arm around, like, you know, think, I don't know, like he had a girlfriend. Like
Something similar happened in not this, but in Below Deck. A girl got into bed with one of the crewmates,
Yeah.
thinking it was the guy that she was hooking up with, and the guy who she jumped in the bed with, he actually had a crush on her, and she was talking to him like it was the guy she thought it was, and he started like touching her, and then she's like, "Wait, what the fuck is happening?" And the guy knew that she didn't like him. It was
Oh
a
my
whole thing.
God,
It was
yeah.
wild.
Yeah. Oh God, that's a nightmare. Yeah, I just don't want to spread fake news about this kid because it's like their star of that show. What's his name? I forget.
Some stuff.
Well, the show is so stupid, but
My point is, I got the vibe that he like was wasted and reached around and like maybe did a tug or two and whatever. Fine. But my point is, I feel like that's Aaron. Like I feel like Aaron's like, you know, oh, what, we're gonna fuck around. Let's, you know, I'm down to fuck about. And then I think that, like, I don't know with the Rob thing. Like if he saw Robin a couple times and was like, oh, I'd fuck that dude. You know, like that kind of thing.
I feel like Harris always has the good tea. Maybe he could chime in and tell us if he knows anything.
I don't know if that's the weight, though, is my point, is my original like answer to your question, because I don't think he cares. Like that doesn't seem like something that would weight him down. Do you know what I mean?
Agreed.
I think
right,
he's
but I'm
already
talking about
kind
between
of,
him and Kaylor. Like
I
it
think
seems,
the thing between him and Kaylor is whatever he got home and his mom
Yes.
and his grandpa who's now dead and his non and like maybe sit like
yeah,
those people laid in, like that's what happened. That's
Yeah.
home. He lives on a sheep farm, right? I think that's the weight. I think he went on national TV. He did not get, I don't know, he didn't do good in his eyes and his family's eyes
Yeah.
or whatever. I think that that's part of it. I think when he got back and the fact that all he's done, and we talked about this last week, is are you happy? Are you happy? Are you happy? And all she said is, no, I was much happier before I met you. I was much happier with my life before, my little life, you know, like she didn't say legit, like straight up before I met you. But she said every other fucking way around.
Well, see, I didn't take it that way. I took it as her being like, now she's got like, mo money, mo problems kind of thing, where it's just like so many people have opinions and like her heart did get broken. So obviously that factors into it. But I thought it was also a lot of like social pressures as well.
Totally fine. Whatever. Doesn't matter. We're talking about Aaron, right? So Aaron's weight is she's putting this a little bit on him. She's not happy. She's not the same girl that she was when she walked into the villa. She did put that on Aaron. He's crushed about that. He's crushed that his family wasn't happy. He's probably only back on this show to make amends with Kaylor and try to make sure that he didn't totally fucking ruin this girl. That's a lot. That's a lot to deal with. He's 23 or 4. Like that, he's a kid. These are little kids, you know? Like I know, I think they're big adult, and our 7 22-year-olds that watch us are going to be like, I'm a big kid. You are a big kid. In 20 years, you're going to be like, oh my God, I was such a little tiny baby. But they're just little tiny babies, you know? Like, I think that's the weight. Like that's because again, like the smiles, when he looks at her, that's real, uncontrollable.
He was the first person to call her when he found out that she was sick. He sends her the video of the dog. Like he genuinely cares for her.
Yes, but that could also be genuine guilt.
Well, I was on, entertaining that until the Saddle Ranch scene happens that we will get to, because that's when I had a real turn of events for myself, the feelings that I had.
Aaron's a smoker.
Aaron is a smoker. He needs to stop that shit, Aaron.
Yeah,
That'll kill you.
I bet he's not.
No, he is. He was smoking on the episode.
Yeah, but I bet he's not a smoker. It's the first time we've seen him have a cigarette. I bet he's I'm wasted. This girl brought a dude. Somebody was smoking.
That's
hey,
how they
mate,
get you.
Can I get a cigarette?
Well, listen,
I bet he does.
They can't smoke in the villa. Like they're not allowed. I think they can go somewhere. I think if they need to for whatever. So it would make sense. But then we barely even see it. I think that they try to cut it out. I think Peacock is still a network that's like, smoking's not cool. They try to, but the only reason we saw the smoke billowing. I never saw him actually holding it.
Oh no, I did.
Oh,
then
I didn't even see that.
Him, like he's like in the door frame at Saddle Ranch, and you see him with the cigarette.
Oh yeah. I saw that, but I mean like an up close.
Oh no, they didn't have him
it
do
seemed
like
they tried to keep it close in, but they couldn't get away from the smoke, and this was a poignant conversation that they had to have. But I took them as being like, oh, you don't want to show that there's a cigarette in this kid's hand. It's not cool anymore, kids. It's not cool.
Let's not smoke.
He could have been smoking the spleefer.
The next scene was at Serena's apartment. Leah comes over. Leah says, thank God, like she got this great health news. And I think there's still stuff that she has to do. But the nodule seems normal and benign and whatever. So that was fantastic. Serena talks again about just like the anxiety stuff that she's been dealing with. And then she also brought up something that I didn't know, that she doesn't like Kendall. So she wasn't going to the party because she doesn't like him. And the only reason I could think is because she's close with Nicole and is like,
who was this, Serena?
Yeah.
It showed.
Yeah,
it showed a clip.
Literally told you. She said it to us.
Why doesn't she like him?
Because after watching it back, realizing that Kendall was a piece of shit the whole time and was like telling Cordell to fuck everyone and lifting up his pants so he could, what do the Mormons call it? Soak. He could soak that fucking.
Oh, that's right. Where I forget what it's called, but like
soaking.
Oh, I hate the word. Maybe I blocked the word out because it's so gross. But Mormons can't do it. So the girl lays down and the guy gets on top, and then a friend jumps on the bed so that there's
they do insertion, but you can't like. It's a way to get around having sex.
But how does insertion?
Bro, these kids, they do butt stuff and they're like, no, it's not sex. Jesus said it's okay. Jesus never said butt stuff was okay. All right. Yeah, it's a way to get around like having sex.
Wow,
and then so your friends jump on the bed though.
Oh my God. I could not.
That's the added one. Like soaking is just the act of like laying there and doing nothing. But then somebody was like, let me jump on the bed for you.
I would never do that for either one of you.
You don't know.
Well,
No, I do.
there you go. You just blew our whole fucking wad here. No pun intended.
I
That
was gonna
we're
say,
not
actually, we
real
didn't
true
blow your
Yeah,
wad.
actually, no one's blowing a wad. it seems.
Okay, well, I thought it was because of the clearly I'm exhausted. I did not remember that she said that. But yeah, I get it. Stand for nothing, fall for anything.
I loved it when Leah got there and she knocked on the door and she goes, "Who is this?" She goes, "It's Cordell."
So cute.
And she did like a perfect voice. It was
She
so
did.
good.
That's so funny. No, but what was
I'm
Janae
back.
doing?
Okay, so then our next scene is at Aaron's apartment on the west side, and he is FaceTiming with his mom.
I love that he is the only one that didn't choose to like live
Me too,
like
in
on
the AKA.
Sunset or like in West Hollywood somewhere. He was like, "No, I'll be a 40-minute drive away from everyone and just live
On a
out."
Saturday morning.
You're right.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait,
Like, because all those other people are just looking to party. Like, they're just looking to club hop up and down Sunset. Like, they're not looking
definitely.
for like any like nature element.
But nobody told them what Kaylor found out, and it was probably during VT, like the last rounds of EGT. Natalie surprised me with a staycation, and we went to a hotel on Sunset Boulevard, which is very close to our apartment.
I had
and-
points.
What's that? No. But like we had a little balcony, and like I remember being out there and being like, this fucking place is dead. Not the hotel, but like Sunset as a whole, which is
Yeah.
world famous.
We just stayed at the Addition.
Fucking
And-
dead.
Oh yes, yeah.
It's nice.
I was
but
gonna say it
it's
looks
like-
really nice.
Yeah, it's nice, but yeah, Sunset is dead.
Dead.
No,
So when
nightlife in
Kaylor's-
Los Angeles
Yeah,
is dead.
yeah.
There are no clubs.
No,
People
totally. But like,
don't-
if there would be, it would be on Sunset, and it's still dead
nothing.
as dead.
It's
yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
Nightlife is dead.
No one has
Um,
any money.
I just think people are like, I just want to go to sleep, wake up early, and drink a matcha.
No, I mean, I think that because we're of a certain age, I honestly think that like things
I
are
ha-
so expensive that I don't think people can afford like a drink. You could just go get a drink for $7. Like we used to be able to go get a well drink for $7. You can't. That's not a thing anymore.
I don't know. I'm friends with young kids, and even the ones that have money, they're like, no, we're like having a dinner party and then doing like they're doing different stuff. I'm telling you.
I can get down with that, but if you think people aren't going out because they have money and just aren't spending it, you're not in touch.
No, I'm not saying
with
that
streets.
I'm just saying like even if money was flowing, I think for whatever reason, like they're just not necessarily like hitting up the clubs. I don't know. It's like, remember when Meteor Wine said their their trainer is now a therapist?
Yeah.
I think there's something in that. Anyway, so he calls his mom and he talks about when they were at paddle tennis, and he says that Kaylor tried to kiss him.
Yeah, I could see that. Or just like getting it just close enough to where like it could happen if he wanted it to, but like it's still plausible deniability.
That's
That's
you
what
what
know?
I
Connor
think.
said. Connor was like, I could see that going both ways. I could
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
Kaylor trying to kiss him, and I could see him thinking that maybe Kaylor was
That's
trying to
right.
kiss him, and
Yeah.
she wasn't. Which
Also,
I was
didn't-
like, okay.
Did you guys know Connor had a girlfriend?
I did not.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. I didn't realize that.
Connor, there's some people that just have like such a nerd face that like, no matter how buff you get, no matter how many exercise videos you do, like I don't know what it is about Connor. I will always just want to give him a noogie. Like he's just never.
couldn't
Connor's not my
reach him.
guy.
Huh?
You couldn't reach up there.
Whatever.
You'd have to stand on a stool.
She could do it.
I can
He-
do whatever I want.
I don't know. And one day I'm gonna see the dude. I'm gonna be like, that's the fucking guy. I swear, and I know he but I swear to God, he's been on The Bachelor. Like he's that guy. Like
Oh, he
you know what I
totally
mean?
seems
He
like
just
it.
like he's that
Yeah.
generic, buff,
Yeah.
dorky, out by night 2, 3 max.
Yeah.
At the reunion, you're like, wait, who's Connor? Who was that guy?
Yeah.
I don't remember him on the show.
Then he comes to Bachelor in Paradise, and again, you're like,
Yeah,
wait, who's
don't-
Connor?
yeah,
And then they
who's that
remind
guy?
you again.
Yeah.
That's who Connor is to me.
Hundy P.
We skipped right over the dog scene in the very beginning. And I don't care that we did that because I want to talk about Kenny as little as possible. But I do think it's funny that the dog got to Kenny's house and just immediately went and took a dump in the middle of his
Right.
house. It's like, dogs get it.
Yeah, dogs
Yeah,
knows
He
what's
dogs
up.
sniffed you
know.
out.
There's so many. We brought it up, but no one had anything to say because there's these scenes that are just like whatever. That's the thing. It's like the show's got to give us more.
Yeah.
in my opinion.
I know. And Leah, my boyfriend, are carrying around the baby. Is it the same baby from the villa? Like
Petunia or something?
What even is this?
Baby.
Huh?
That's a new baby.
For what?
I hate
fun.
when shows do this.
I don't think it was a show thing. I would not be surprised if those two idiots were like out somewhere and saw it or saw it on Amazon or like and thought it would be funny to like get it. Remember the baby? Let's order. I just ordered one. I think because they were throwing it at the end, she like chucked the baby to Miguel or vice versa. I think Leah, when they were leaving, was like, potato, like literally threw the kid
I saw that.
The air. So I think it was just them being funny.
Okay, wow.
And Janae with the breastfeeding, dude, that shit had me
That was funny.
dying. Yeah.
But that was the only part of it that I ever found funny ever in the history of people bringing these babies on shows.
Yeah.
I didn't like when they did it on Saved by the Bell. I didn't like when they did it. I don't like when they do it on Love is Blind or whatever the show is.
No, I hate all that.
Love Island.
It all just seems like it just seems too like think tanked. It's like you got a group of people together going, what can we do here? Like, oh, baby, should we get him a baby? Like, it just seemed too like.
To me, it seems like filler. It's like it's the end of the season. There's not enough drama.
Yeah, you're thinking about what can we have these two kids do in this scene because they're not doing enough on their own in a way. But like Leah and Miguel, like they don't need to do anything. Like when they're talking about going out on their anniversary every month is Janae and Kenny, they celebrate by month. You guys don't do every month, and he goes, we celebrate our love day by every day. Mm-hmm. And like it was like so perfect because Miguel is just, this couple is the most perfect couple that still has some like grit to them, you know, like they're when I say they're the most perfect couple, like Nia and Danny are a perfect couple. This ain't your Nia and Danny. No. This is something, I don't know, just I just love them so much, and they don't need a fake baby to make the scene. They
don't, which is why I think it was funny. Like I think it was a joke. Like I think Leah, I would bet money that Leah bought that fucking thing on Amazon to be funny. Miguel was like, oh, brilliant, man. That would be so funny. And then they were like, oh, we're going to the park. They're bringing the dog. Let's bring the fucking baby. Like, this will be class. Like, I think those two just like to fuck around and be funny and goof off. That's why I don't know. I would prefer Miguel and Leah over Danny and Nia.
Oh, well, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, when I talk about those perfect couples, like, they are... I don't even know what category to put them in. Like, they are just so cool to watch.
There are people, like, you know, when they say, like, oh, like, your ideal president is someone that, like, you want to have a beer with or whatever. Like, I feel like your ideal reality star is, I would like to have a glass of wine with Paige DeSorbo. I would like to have a fucking glass of wine with Kenny with Leah and Miguel, with Serena and Cordell.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm so tired that all my words sound like the same in my brain. But you get what I'm saying. Yeah. So I think that's kind of the trait that they've got.
Yeah.
The next scene is Janae and Kenny stopping over at Kaylor's place because Tobin is there, right? That's his name. Torin. Thank you. Torin is there. And truly, I did laugh when she was like, hey, Torin, what's your credit score? Like, what are your intentions with this girl? I thought that was really cute.
Yeah.
But then when she's like, oh my God, he looks exactly like Aaron, I was like, oh, yeah, totally. Like the American version of this British cutie. I just thought it was so funny. It reminded me in Friends, you know, when Ross and Rachel break up and then she brings Russ around and everyone's like, you don't see it?
No. I didn't really see it in him. Like, just because Aaron is so special and unique that,
you
like,
you didn't?
No.
Yeah. I mean,
no, he was just such a you bring a cream colored pencil from like that's what he looked like. Just like the most blandest white kid that I'm sure he's lovely. But like just there was not a single thing on him that was made him discernible from like the next person over, you know, just
you know what it reminded me?
Yeah, they were two totally different people. Not totally different, but like that kid's like I don't know. I didn't see it either.
Yeah.
I didn't see it until Janae said it, and then I was like, oh yeah, they're in the same vein. Like they're both blondes. They're both like white? It's his stand-in. And blondes. Like
that's right. Janae's like, you guys all look the same to me. Sorry.
They do. Very similar. There was nothing in that scene besides that got me. Anyone?
No.
Okay.
There's nothing in really any scene except for
the one that we're going into, the Saddle Ranch one.
Yeah.
So,
well, no, and the conversation, just to go back to the paddle ball thing really quickly, the conversation that they had, like I already know like that scene was where I'll grab my thumbnails from, because like just that conversation and the looks on their faces. And when Aaron says like, stop smiling, you got to stop smiling at me like that. And she goes, what? I'm just smiling. And he goes, that's the I'm in love smile. Mm-hmm. That's your I'm in love smile. And I was like, oh my God, it totally is. Like when it went back to her and she was like,
dude,
you know how she does that with her lips and
like,
does that thing? One. That's the one.
Yeah, dude.
This is why I love it.
No, I know. And I know, me too.
I'll watch the whole show, just literally when they come on the screen, like I stop everything I'm doing and I'm just like, together.
Yeah.
Someone fucking figure this shit out. I love them. It reminds me.
Or sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say it reminds me of when I was a kid. I would watch like 90210, and I really wanted like Dylan and Brenda to get back together.
Yes,
so
Kelly was just a flash in the pan.
I don't know about Kayla. I haven't decided, but I think I've decided that Aaron is savvy enough or dumb enough or a combination of both, maybe. I don't know. Aaron is someone a producer can get to and be like, over here in America, we have a little storyline called Will They, Won't They? Let me break it down for you. It works every fucking time. Broken
that sounds
down.
Brilliant.
Yeah. And
Friends
like,
came to the UK, I know.
So I think that a producer could have gotten it, because that's also a thing that's like, and this could be just me being like, well, you lied too many times for me. I don't believe this fucking anything you're saying. I'm definitely putting my money on the guilt and his family fucking railed him and he feels shitty for breaking this person. That's what I think is happening. I think he does have a little bit of feelings for her. I don't think he wants to be with her anymore. That being said, there could be everybody's coupled up, right? We didn't know about Kenny and Jana. Like, everyone's in love. Connor's fucking a nerd, so like, good luck to you. Maybe he has a girlfriend, great. I don't know. We haven't seen her. But like, the only couple we have left is you two. So you guys need to be the will they, won't they?
Liv and is single and Kendall's single. I mean,
so the only couple that we might have left is these two.
Oh.
So that will they, won't they, like that storyline, I could sell that shit so easy.
Yeah.
If you're game, then let's fucking party.
It's just that I don't think that they do get together. I feel like we've seen her since in socials and whatever.
Yeah,
no, I don't think
Torin.
they do either.
Yeah,
it doesn't
Tobin,
matter though.
Yeah, and she's like, I think that was good closure for us. And I'm like, why are you telling us? Like, they should make them not tell us that, because that would have kept me really hanging on. Like, but now I just know that they're not going to end up together, and that sucks.
Oh, right, in real life.
Because this show's not that interesting, Sorry, it's not.
No, it's totally
no
not.
Love Island, like we're just watching, like you said, in these like apartments that aren't theirs. None of the furniture's theirs. Like, we're not gaining any new knowledge about them. They're all out here just doing, like keeping themselves busy doing like brand stuff, and like
we're not even getting to watch.
Yeah, which they're not even following them doing. Which was who had a beef with that? Someone was talking about that. They're like, I thought like it just this feels funny because I thought that they were going to follow our lives doing all these things, and my manager set me up to keep me totally busy, but they're not coming with me anywhere.
I don't remember hearing that.
Yeah.
But that was in an interview?
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't on the show. Yeah.
The reason this show is here is because of the cast, because we love these people. So we need to go do stuff with the people, right? Like something more entertaining than going to an apartment and talking about, I don't know, whatever.
If this thing doesn't end with someone getting engaged, what are we doing here?
Yeah. I also think, I know it's so ridiculous. I know this is like a 1 in a gajillion. Because they're so young, I don't think she's gonna marry Torin and be with him forever. So I am still continuously holding out hope that like the cameras go down, it's 5 years from now, there's something where they run into each other, because when I'm watching them I was believing him more than I wasn't, in the sense when he was like, I don't have feelings for her anymore. And I don't care that she's dating this guy. I know she wants me to care, but I don't. And then I was like, who the fuck do you think you're fooling, Aaron? You are outside, anxiety smoking, talking to her, and you are bummed about it. The entire time you guys are in the saddle ranch together, you're trying to get her attention. And by the way, I'm not saying she's innocent. She's playing this game. She's trying to get you to do that. But if you didn't give a shit, you wouldn't have played into her hand. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I just thought that conversation outside was really interesting. And then when they got into like their cars, the producers were saying, right? Wasn't that it?
No, that wasn't them.
Or was that? Oh no, I'm sorry. That was at the end with Kenny and Janae. Sorry, I'm conflating everything because that's but yeah, I do. That's what I'm saying. Like there is something there with them. It might take years to see if it could ever happen. And I know it's a 1 in a gajillion shot that it would. It just reminds, I think, all of us of just like that special
relationship you had when you were young, where they lied to you multiple times about banging someone else.
National TV.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm just not focusing on the negative parts, Mike.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of like it feeds into my, because I think that a lot of men, before, if like they're gonna come out of the closet, or before they do, I think they do hook up with a lot of girls and like do kind of a lot of like where it just seems like they're bopping around, and almost seems like you can't keep this one down. This kid's a real player, but it's like they're just, there's opportunity. Like maybe one of these opportunities will turn me, will make me straight. Well, so I'm not saying that I'm totally all in on this, but like I feel some.
But he hasn't had sex with someone.
I feel some homoerotic. Yeah, when you don't have to, like when you're not like really dying to get laid by a girl, maybe you're not trying to get laid by a girl. Maybe it's easy to be like, I've been abstinent since we weren't together anymore. Yeah. Also, since we weren't together anymore is also when I met Rob. So I've been pining for Rob and dealing with my
blast Rob.
His snake.
Yeah. Something's there.
Really quick, did either one of you hear when he goes, "You tried to kiss us"? He said, "Kiss us." I've never heard that saying before. Or maybe
I think
it was a flub.
It was a flub. Because doesn't he say something else later?
He says it twice.
But he says something else later on, like in an interview. He says, I think she was trying to get it on a, I didn't give her the erection that she was hoping for. And she's like, erection? And he goes, I didn't say that.
No, he said, I don't think I gave her the erection that she was looking for. And the producer was like, did you just say erection? And he's like, I don't know, did I?
No,
he didn't hear himself. He meant to say reaction.
Yeah, I don't.
But he just gets words wrong.
Oh, I don't think
that's positive. Watch it again, because he doesn't go, I don't. He goes, I don't think I said that. Did I? Maybe I did.
And he gives a look to camera, dude. He straight up said.
I thought it was a Freudian slip. I did.
I don't think.
Watch it again. He even says it. He even repeats the sentence, and he goes, He says it again, and it was reaction when he said it the second time. So, I mean, whatever. What do I care?
You think he got, like, it was a perfect statement. It was so funny. It was so perfect. It was.
And now I got to go back and watch it.
Yeah, listen. I hope that Aaron had that in him. I hope that I didn't see.
Yeah, because it was.
If he did, bravo.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
No, I hope that you're right.
Yeah.
You're not.
The next scene we have is Connor and Aaron at the beach. Apparently, it's in their contract that they have to film at the beach in every episode.
And dude, Connor was so oiled up.
He was doing his brand deal.
Yeah.
So we did follow Connor on a brand deal.
That is nice. But I feel like it wasn't Connor's brand deal. I feel like it was Connor trying to get a brand deal.
No, it wasn't.
I feel like he was
who was that season 7? Who was the fitness guy who teaches people how to be fitness gurus?
Oh God, that was Hakeem
on 6.
On 6, yeah.
Wait, it was on 6?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder because he was like, I'm doing a fitness school type of thing. Like if you're a fitness guy and you do YouTube and you get some shit, then you're like, do my newsletter. No, join my fitness school that I'm doing. And that's how these dudes make a fucking shit ton of money.
Yeah, that's why you bought all your weights, because that's your game plan.
No, it's not. Nobody should listen to me about anything fitness.
Or anything. I'm just kidding.
That too.
So when they're at the beach, I feel like we've covered it because they talk about like all the Kaylor stuff again. And they say, this is when Connor had said to it, like in his confessional of like, I think it's 60-40. Like I could see it going either way. Maybe it's a little bit more in Aaron's favor, but like they play the game with each other.
Yeah.
Was there anything else from this
Does he say something in there like, oh, I just want her to be like Love Island? So like, I love that he's so pure of like no one else is saying Love Island because it's like the name of the show. Like everyone else just call it like Back to the Villa or like whatever. But he just straight up says like, oh, just wanted to be like who she was on Love Island. Like the show we were all on. You guys remember that show? No, we do. We remember season 6? They'd never seen it before. Never. This has never happened. This kind of cast. We were that cast. Yeah, Aaron. I know. I just like how he said it. He's so pure of heart and like
that's why I can't quit him.
I know. I don't expect you to quit him. I'm really only here for him now too at this point because I mean Leah and Miguel, like the deal is just so sealed there.
Totally.
Like I'm definitely here to like follow whatever they want to do. I hope they leave the baby at home next time. I just think there's cooler bits. But you know, whatever. But Aaron is the only one that I'm very intrigued by to see like how I don't even care if he ends up with Kaylor. I want to just see what Aaron ends up as.
Yeah, I'm super interested in him because he is, we talk about this all the time, like leave room for growth and we don't always get it. We very rarely get it. But like, I do, it is why, to come kind of full circle to what we were talking about at the top of the show, it is why and I could get burned by it, I'm believing that he's trying to like not be that young fuck boy.
Yeah, no, we all
lying.
think
like when
that.
he saw how like his nan, his grandfather, his mom, how just heartbroken they all were by his actions. I feel like he learned a massive lesson, and I do think spending all this time in the woods and not trying to chase after being the most famous person coming off of the show with the most followers, like. He's got enough followers. He can make a good living as a micro influencer with 30,000 followers. Okay. He's got enough that he can put some butter on that bread if he so chooses to go down that path.
Yeah. And he doesn't even seem like he cares about the States. Like he seems like he's just going to go back to the UK. And like, so I imagine that he could make even more money. Like
he cares about something in this world. Cause a few people mentioned this in our comments. He was on Traders UK. I think he won.
Yeah.
Season 1.
I mean, I didn't know that. I only know it from the comments.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So you think he wants to be in America though? Because he doesn't seem to like it here.
No, Traders UK.
Right. So I was just saying, I don't even think he wants to be in America. So like he could really go home because I'm assuming it's probably a lot more expensive to live in Los Angeles than it is to live where he's from.
I misunderstood. So. Sorry. I thought you said he didn't want to be in this world of like,
no,
reality TV
just
or whatever. Got it. Yeah. No, I could totally get down with that. 100%.
Yeah. So he really wouldn't need even that as much as like, you know, the other kids do if they want to stay here and live on the strip, as Kaylor likes to call it.
He's either going to.
That's why I said that earlier. It's like, cause she was the one that pointed out there's no soul there.
Because
she says there's no community.
Community.
Yeah.
Right. There's no community there, which I was like, I don't know. I thought was interesting, like a cool thing to say.
Yeah, same. I really like
it
that
sucks
she said
that there's not a community.
Yeah, no,
there
it
anymore.
sucks what she said, but her saying it is nice to well, because we all think that.
Yeah, totally. It's the end of the episode. We're at Janae and Kenny's very awkward 9-month anniversary dinner.
I love how everyone's doing it up at what's it called? Yamashiro. Yeah.
They got some filming permits there, and they're just like, keep them coming.
Yeah, it's like it's in NBC. They probably were just like, can we borrow that filming permit that you guys had?
Calling up other producers. Where'd you, Yamashiro?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, who else was there?
They did the finale for The Valley there.
Oh, that's right.
Michelle's party.
Yeah.
This is where, when you're watching this, let's just say none of the stuff that's come out about Kenny has come out, right? I would still be saying this. This is where Janae is painting red flags white.
Yeah.
And again, we've all done it, specifically in our early 20s. And it's like, he was doing my biggest pet peeve that like a partner can do to someone else, where it's like, okay, all of a sudden you don't want to have this conversation. So now you just like, you shut down and you don't say anything. Or like, what? Like, and she's leading him to be like, so what did you think about that? And he's just like, I didn't think about it. And it's like, stop. Like, be in the relationship or don't be in the relationship. And of course, now we know, obviously, he didn't
What
want
are
to be
you
there.
thinking? Just listening. Okay.
Awesome. That you know how a conversation works though, right? Like you listen and then you respond. We volley this back a few times. We learn new things. We come to different conclusions. And he's just being such a prick, but he's doing it in a way where like, cause she said, well, no, I don't feel that way. But if I say that, then I'm the bad guy, basically.
Yeah.
And then he did this thing that fucking drives me up a wall when he goes, oh yeah, I told Miguel that we wanted space. And she's like, but that's not the truth. We didn't want anything. I wanted to live with you. You didn't want to live with me. And it's just like, don't fucking do that to me. Like, don't.
You know what though? I would have appreciated it.
Oh, really?
Because I would have been like, if I totally just humiliated myself and was like, I would just be like, just tell me we just decided we didn't want to live together. Like, it's just like, like, I think that he might have been thinking that he was doing her a solid by saying that. Because like, that's just, it's an ego thing, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Also, I'm a preface this with fuck Kenny. I'm all in on Janae. He said, I told Miguel that we wanted to live separately. And she said, but that's not true. What I wanted was you to smother me with your love. So sweet, so cute. I'm all here for that.
Yeah, same.
Most dudes, not all here for that. Like most dudes are like, what the fuck? Smother who, what, love, what? I think I'll get the apartment next door. So like, listen, this guy's a piece of shit. We all know that. But like, if we didn't know that, that was her follow-up. I wanted you to smother me with like, so I don't know a ton of dudes that would have been like, yeah, I'm in for smothering relationship right out of the fucking gates. No, let's try neighbors.
I also I think whatever this says about me. If somebody was like, "Oh, we're staying here for you guys are coming on this show. You'll be here in the city for 2 months. Do you want one apartment or two?" I'd be like,
Dose.
big time two.
Yeah, two. Fucking all day, two.
Like, and you can sleep at the other one's house every night, but there's a whole other apartment to like put all your shit in.
But
and
they're
like
not doing that. He's not sleeping. They're like,
she says it like she sleeps at his place. Isn't that what she said?
oh, maybe.
I mean, I don't remember that, but I mean, I can't imagine they
See, I wouldn't.
wouldn't.
Like, I don't know if they do every single
make
night,
any
but like,
sense.
I also think sometimes, like, I don't know, just like as
Listen,
you get older, you just like
there's
want your
not-
like
Yeah,
more
but they're
space,
not
the more
older.
better.
They've only been at 9 months. If you want your space, that's a bad sign.
Listen, I totally get all that. All I'm saying is that I think that possibly at any age, unless I was like in like there, maybe she is very young. I don't know. Unless I'm like 21 years old. And I'm just like, oh my God, I can't wait to live with my new boyfriend. I can't believe it. Like there's that, but like have any age at all, like any years of having to do anything or pay for any or whatever, you'd be like, 2 apartments is better than one.
Mm-hmm.
Especially they're like right next door to each other. Like,
dude,
I would want to be in the same apartment, but I'm also a cheese dick. So,
oh man, you need space, man.
no, I'm Janae. I want you to smother me.
Can I just ask who, like, I would love when Janae walks in anywhere, I wish that there was one camera guy that was just there to get the onlookers.
The crowd's reaction. That when she stood up in that red dress, I'm like, I'm not bad. I'm just drawn this way.
Yeah.
She is Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah. To be Jessica Rabbit is one thing. To wear, like, she's, you know, I was telling you about how Paige, when she was getting ready to, when Paige DeSorbo was getting ready to be on Love Island, for those weeks up to looking for a dress, she kept saying, that's not very Love Island. Oh, that is so Love Island. And she said that her stylist was like, I had never even seen the show before, but I knew what Love Island was by the time, just the way that Paige was describing the dresses. Janae has never gotten rid of her Love Island wardrobe. Like she still, I love that.
I think Janae was Love Island before.
Maybe that's probably true.
Yeah.
That's probably true. But yeah, I want to see other people just being like, blah, 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 blah.
It's like I don't never see the dude's face, but there's like a dude, there's probably a couple of them, who does like TikToks or Instagrams where it's all slow-mo and he just walks through a crowd of people.
Yeah.
And it's from behind. And so like, and the dude's like 6'4" or whatever. And you could tell like clearly this is a handsome fucking specimen of a human because everyone is just like their faces are just dropping, and it's all chicks. Like as he's walking through the crowds, they're like with their boyfriend, just like doing weird contortion moves, and that's probably what happens when Janae walks in.
Yeah. And Kenny, I'm sure, has witnessed that, and he still just fucking threw it away. She says she has a line somewhere, and I don't know if it was scenes from the next or in this one, where she says, like, I think that Kenny is a serial killer. Or, like, Kenny, people might probably think Kenny's a serial killer. She said something like that.
I can't remember.
Or a psychopath, but like I think she said serial killer. I can't remember. But anyway, she clocked that. He does seem like that. If all the things that are true, that is some psychopathic
something's
shit.
Very off.
Yeah.
That's some Jax Taylor shit.
Yeah.
We see at the end of the episode, the producers, we hear them saying like, what's wrong? Is everything okay? And she's just like, when he gets really mad, he shuts down, he gets really quiet. And it's just like, I just want to go in there as someone who is older and wiser, just because I've had the experience, and be like, girl, get your cute ass, pack that shit. You don't even have to pack up, because here's the favor he did for you. You guys aren't even in the same apartment.
Yeah.
And get the fuck out of this relationship. Yeah. It's like he's not being horrible to her face, right?
Yeah.
But it's almost worse, because it's like, here's this person that is so full of life, and so like, she just has such a bubbly, great, kind personality, and she doesn't feel like she can be herself around him.
Yeah.
And I just feel like anytime she is, it's too much for him. He doesn't like it. So she said it. I already mentioned it, but like, I'll say it again because it bears repeating, when she's like, well, no, but I can't say that, because if I do, then it's like I'm too much, or I'm too bossy, or something like that. And it's just like, be with someone who loves all of your fucking bright colors, the loud stuff about you, because that's what we were saying about Amaya Papaya. Like, then
yeah. And she will find it instantly in this town. She will find a dude instantly here.
She
And I
lives
don't
in
say that
Vegas.
about many women in LA. But
she lives in Vegas, Janae.
well, she should stay. This or Vegas? Stay here.
Listen, maybe, but I think she should leave both those places.
Where do you want her to go? Where else can you wear those dresses? I mean, there's a few places, but I'm saying you got to go to a good city. So why not just stay here? I think you like it. I think the sun.
We like you.
The sun shines. I think she belongs here.
Yeah. And you got so many friends.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send Janae to the White House for 8 years just for fun.
I love that.
Janae for president?
Yeah.
Why not?
That's a good time.
There'd be bananas and Nutter Butters at all the press conferences.
Then you give two fucks about everything else. It'd just be fun.
Yeah.
Do you guys have anything else to add from the epi?
So I don't actually know what Leah's prognosis was if I missed it, but all I saw was that she has a nodule on her thyroid, but am I the only one that didn't hear them specifically say anything about the things on her arms, like the skin stuff?
No, I don't think she's mentioned that yet.
Okay, so maybe we're just still waiting to hear back on that. I don't know. I know that I know many people
God,
that
I
have
need
had,
these doctors to speed it up then.
Yeah. I know many people that have had thyroid cancer.
But I don't think she does, because I think they checked all around her thyroid and it was benign.
Oh. This episode's going to be so weird to cut. I don't even know what.
So maybe we just do an ending. We
anymore.
don't have to talk about any of this, and we just do an ending.
Okay. Bye.
Guys, we're not going to lie to you. The wheels they're not falling off the bus. They've fallen off the bus. So we hope we've given you something that resembles anything of a recap for this episode, because we limped across the finish line and we just dragged this weekend at Bernie's ass over it. But like
Next
and
week will
subscribe.
be better. Next week will maybe be more normal. I can't even remember if it is or not. So don't take that to the bank.
Also, people in a different show asked for our Patreon, and someone in this show also asked for our Patreon. It's under Showmance. So just want to say that too.
And it's all the same stuff, but if you're on it, hit the follow. Why
Don't
not?
even say, don't talk the Patreon.
I'm just saying, I don't want anyone going over there and being like, wait, what am I looking for here? Nope, it's all the same. We just started it. It's under Showmance, not NOWDIFY.
Thanks.
Okay, great. See you next week.
I went to school with a kid named Risher, and every time we had a new professor, the teacher would go, what? And he would go, Risher, like Fisher with an R. And then by senior year, every time someone would be like, what? The entire class would go, Risher, it's Fisher with an R. And I feel like it's under Showmance, not NOWDIFY, is our Risher, not Fisher with an R.
Oh, God. So glad we followed along for that. Okay, ciao, ciao.
Listen, they can't be all Dr. Chardulo stories, okay?